Okay, we're back in Octopath Traveler 2. We're crossing our fingers that we're going to kick off Hikari Chapter 5 here and see, can he finally be the main character of his own story? Let's see, we've seen Chapter 2 where Kazan stole the show. Chapter 3, forgot the name of the one dude there, the one that double-crossed the general. We're going to run into him here, so that'll remind me. Chapter 4 was about Raime and her clan. We got a little bit of Hikari there, but he hasn't actually had done anything since his first chapter, believe it or not. With the battle to end all battles ahead of him, Hikari returns to Ku. He places his faith in his friends, his people, and the future he believes in, a future where no blood is shed. However, as he reaches the final destination and the path he's chosen, the prince must draw his blade one last time. Something tells me Mugen's going to steal the show on this one.
Home at last. With my friends at my back.
I'll be back soon, Mika.
You're off to battle again, aren't you?
Now, don't look so sad.
I know you've worked hard to give us a better life. But this isn't what I wanted.
Then what do you want? You have a full belly, a roof over your head, and a brand new kimono. How many can say that?
I just want you to be here with me. I'm scared. I don't know what I'd do if you didn't come back.
I'm coming back. That's a promise. I want you to be happy, Mika. So happy that it washes away all the suffering you've known. Keep your head up. You deserve to watch the heavens.
Yes, brother.
General Ritsu.
You called for me, Your Majesty.
My fool brother and that rabble he calls an army has begun their advance.
I'll begin bolstering the castle's defenses at once.
No, I'll leave that task to another. I would keep you close to me.
That is an honor beyond imagining, Your Majesty.
You've stepped over innumerable foes to reach your position. To go from a lowborn to a general. Your rise attests to your strength. Such is the way of the world. The mighty shall build their castles upon the corpses of the meek.
The moment ripens. The eagle invites his friends to partake. Come to Ku, where the feast awaits.
It seems all the preparations have been made. I must depart at once.
And I just realized I haven't done the travel banter for all of these yet. Crap.
Kazan.
The moment is at hand, my friend. I've brought allies. Behold the heroes of Ku.
Lord Hikari.
My prince.
Where did...
They've all gathered under your banner, my prince. Secretly, of course.
Your bravery is much appreciated.
We said our lives were yours, brother. And we're as good as our word. If you'll have us, that is.
Gladly, Zito. It shall be an honor to fight by your side.
My prince!
That voice...
It appears time has treated you well.
Benkei, you're alive.
I told you Mugen's rabble would not beat me.
Thanks to the kind souls from our neighbor, Benkei was able to flee the battle and nurse his wounds.
I never thought we'd fight together again.
Nor did I, my prince. Lord Jigo would surely smile at our reunion.
Our numbers grow. However, there is one who speaks volumes by her absence.
Raime will come. Have faith, Kazan.
As you say, my prince. Then we are ready at last. Every piece carefully in its place. We march for Castle Ku, a fortress that has stood impregnable for centuries. Countless legions have thrown their bodies against its walls, only to be buried underneath them.
How would the Eagle find purchase?
Nothing elegant. We storm the front gates.
The front gates? I hope you've thought this through.
I have. The front gates are Castle Ku's weakest point.
What? They've not been breached once in all of our history.
And that pride is precisely why they're weak. The fewest number of guards will be stationed there. The vast majority of soldiers are stationed at the obvious flaws. They're bait.
Bait?
A less thorough strategist would attack these blatant weak spots, not knowing that by doing so, they've already lost. Once their forces are drawn into the trap, they're met with blade and arrow. Castle Ku entices the enemy with its western gate, opposite the main gate. They won't expect us to attack from the front.
Interesting. How do you plan on forcing the gate open, then?
Follow me, my lord.
What? The wind is howling.
The Valley of Sandstorms, they call it. Wind from this region is funneled into this pass. At one end, we've stacked rocks to keep the wind from escaping. I've delved into the records of this region's weather. At present, strong currents from the eastern sea flow into the valley. What do you think will happen when those frigid winds are finally given release? A storm will sweep across the land. One powerful enough to force a gate open.
That sounds like something out of a children's tale. Do you really mean to manipulate the winds themselves?
Did you forget who you're talking to? The Eagle of Ku is not bound by myth. He makes it. Lead your forces to the castle. As you approach its gates, take shelter behind something large. After the storm cuts a path forward, follow in its wake like the desert sands.
I will. I put my utmost faith in you, Kazan.
Good. The time has come, my prince. Your destiny awaits.
Okay. The encounters are still here. Crap. Come, brother, let us carve out the future together. You have given us our freedom, and it's time for us to return the favor. Now, this is a battle worth taking my life on. I will hold nothing back. The people and soldiers believe in you, Lord Hikari. We have done all we can to prepare for this battle. It is time for us to reclaim Ku with our own hands. How I have longed for this moment, my lord. Every last drop of my strength is at your disposal. Now then, the battle is about to begin. Are you prepared, my prince? Yeah, there's some stuff I can do to screw around, but I'll worry about that later. After we have the city.
Now, it's up to you, Kazan.
Make way. Today, even the winds cry their support for our cause. Now, release the storm.
Look! By the Tempest, what is... It's a sandstorm! Run!
His plan worked, the mad bastard.
I've never felt such fierce winds. The eagle adds another verse to his legend. Brothers!
Your schemes always were all or nothing. The storm has opened the way. Fight only those who draw their swords. We're here for Mugen. Now go forward, Pride of the Sands.
Okay. I just don't know if there's any loot to be had here. Apparently I already got it. Can't talk to them or anything.
They're at our rear! Gather the soldiers! Don't let a single one of them through!
The bell. We make way to the Bell of Dawn.
Aye!
Yeah, it looks like they just cycle those. I have you, not done yet. Keep your head, keep your wits. Yep. Oh well. I didn't call attention to it, but Temenos is level 80, so I can go pick up all around. It's just... Oh. Didn't even see them there. So this place is not flashing red, but there may be random battles, I'm not sure. Can't go up. In case you're wondering, I'm trying to eat during the scenes.
Your Majesty, an urgent report. A
sandstorm has destroyed the front gate, and our enemies swarm through the breach.
The Eagle of Ku sounds his return. Ageha, why don't you greet his entourage?
Yes, Your Majesty.
General Ritsu,
I will bring the traitor's head to you, Your Majesty.
Come! The castle is close.
My prince! Oh!
Benkei!
Just a scratch. Eyes on the battle. And him.
Ageha.
Prince Hikari, you've arrived just in time. You rats have fallen straight into our trap. Lay down your arms and surrender.
Brothers, we have to do something or we'll be cut to pieces.
Where's Raime? Calling it now.
Assuming you make it through the gates with your lives, the next step in my strategy is the Bell of Dawn. When it rings, our soldiers hiding inside the city will begin their assault. Until the bell rings your salvation, however, you will be the bait, my prince. Draw the attention of as many of our foes as you can.
Understood. You're the one who's been trapped.
What?
The eagle has you in his sights. The bell heralds your defeat.
Listen well, tyrants of Ku. Clan Mei casts off your iron fist. We will stand by Hikari's side and see King Mugen toppled from the throne.
Raime.
Apologies for the delay, my friend. I was afraid, but no longer. I won't leave your side again. On the honor of Clan Mei, I pledge my spear to the new king.
I never doubted you, Raime.
We are the pride of the sands. Watch us dance in the wind. My spear shall pierce the heavens and bring their judgment down upon my enemies.
It's Raime, the Spear of Levin. We don't stand a chance. How are they winning? We have the numbers.
You always kept such deceitful company.
Go, Hikari. Leave this area to us.
Don't be so certain.
There is nothing we cannot achieve so long as we remain defiant before fear. No matter the obstacle before me, I will not shrink from it. You gave me that courage, Hikari.
Raime.
You go ahead. I stake the reputation of my clan on my duty. I shall cut the way forward.
Yeah! Go, my prince!
We'll meet again soon.
Of course. Now go. Don't look back.
Trying to see if there's new treasure here that wasn't here. See, I was just looking around for new treasure. Obro's Journal. My name is Obro. I was born in U, a nation bled dry by its interminable war with Ku. Empty stomachs, spreading pestilence and nights, spent curled up against the chill were facts of life. Although the adults around me blame my birth for my miserable lot, even in my tender years I knew the truth. Ku was to blame. That wretched nation who preyed upon the weak, bringing strife and death in its wake. While the better part of my life was spent in suffering, my sister brought some small measure of joy to my existence. We were not bound by blood. I plucked her from the city streets and raised her as my own family. Now, some might think shouldering such a burden is folly, especially when I scarcely knew from where my next meal would come. However, I could tell that this child had a fire within her. Yes, when she spied the dagger I held in my hand, her cries ceased, and I knew. It was at that very moment when I decided we would make it through this life together. Oh, how naive I was then. After 4 years of relative peace, Ku's forces fell upon the town we called home. If the tyrants were victorious, we would be killed or captured, forced to spend our lives in servitude. I resolved to kill King Jigo of Ku myself, that we might be spared such a fate. After donning the armor of a dead Ku soldier, I asked my sister to slash my body and make my way to Jigo under the guise of being a wounded ally. While I slipped through Ku's ranks, my attempt on Jigo's life failed and I was captured. As his soldiers pinned me down, my mind grasped for a clever escape. It was then that Jigo asked, "Will you serve Ku by my side?" An unexpected offer, to say the least, but one I did not hesitate to take. I turned my back on our home and joined hands with my sworn enemy, all so that my sister and I could live. However, still we found no comfort. Ku's bloody conquest poured over one border after another, and the fires of war spread unabated. As the desert was stained a deep crimson, my heart became black as pitch. I recall on one particularly red day noticing a corpse turn towards me, its gaze piercing through lifeless eyes. I tried to look away, only to be met with a field of dead bodies upon the sand, each one leering at me intently. Perhaps it was merely the work of a troubled imagination, but that is hardly the point. The act of living became something I could not comprehend. We steal, only to be stolen from, and then we die. The cycle repeats itself time and time again until at the end we find what? I pondered the answer to this question and eventually reached my answer. Life has no meaning, and living is a fool's errand. I was mistaken to look toward the dawn, for tomorrow is but a farce. A world so twisted, ill, deserves to see a new day. A world so twisted ill deserves to see a new day, so I will ensure that it never comes. Such was the thought in the forefront of my mind as I wore the mask of a dutiful subject. Day after day I played my role until a man came to me bearing a grimoire, claiming it would pique my interest. The text within was said to stir the hearts of all who read it, but I was unmoved as I turned the final page, for I had come to realize the truths it laid bare on my own. How many years has it been since then? At last, my plan is in motion, and a great battle looms on the horizon. This world will meet its end, and the light of dawn will be replaced with the choking darkness. For life has no meaning, and tomorrow is but a farce. Wouldn't you agree? No longer will we be forced to kill or be killed. No longer will we be forced to greet a dawn. That only brings more suffering. The end is nigh. So I believe the grimoire is that one book that Temnos is kind of covering. I forgot what it's called. Something about Eternal Night or something like that. Basically, it all connects back to V-Day. And if you can't figure it out by now, Oboro is the nemesis of Hikari. They're the opposite Octopaths, with Hikari being the H and Oboro being the O in Octo. The first O, that is. So I wonder if that was there originally, or if something caused that to appear. Yeah, Temenos is just one-shotting crap. Hikari can do it too. Yep. So, let's take a peek. I'm going to get rid of this. And is it... No, what one? I may not actually have it here. That sucks. Oh well. So I'm just looking to break the damage cap here. Which one was it? Deal more damage. She doesn't have it. I need to go grab it for her then. And then I could take the accessories off of her if I want to go hard, but this should be murder.
So you've come at last, Hikari.
Ritsu.
Impressed? Reckon you never thought I'd be general.
Must you stand in my way?
What am I standing in the way of again? Salvation? Don't make me laugh. All this talk of changing the country is just empty words. All that matters is what you can hold in your hands. It's as simple as that, Hikari. And that's why I can't let you pass. That's the path I've chosen to walk.
Ritsu. I would gladly walk the same path as you if I could. But if you do not step aside, then it will come to blows.
Then come, Hikari. I know you wish to change this country, Hikari. But first I ask, what do you really know about Ku? The country where we lived off the cast-offs of our betters. Have you ever felt the misery that pitiful existence leaves you with?
I haven't, Ritsu. Ku was built on warfare, with little regard for the people under it. But I want to change that. I want Ku to be a home for all, regardless of birth. A place where we look out for each other. In order to realize that, I would suffer any loss. Prepare yourself.
So one of the neat things about Arm Master is you're able to do the six-fold strike to reveal all physical
You're in
weaknesses.
for it now. You've been exposed. I've got
My turn.
So anything left is elemental.
Afraid of the dark, open door.
Oh dear.
Well, let's just peek.
Let's have a look.
65,000 remain.
My prey awaits. There!
Your move.
This!
My prey awaits.
Yeah, this is gonna suck for you.
Time to finish this.
Oh dear.
So this is not the turn I cut loose, that's next.
What to do? You're too kind.
Now it begins. Axe of the Lion.
So that was 1/3 of his health gone
My
right
turn.
there.
As
We're gonna
swift
split
as
her
a
stuff
snake.
up. So I can do an
I
HP
won't
thief
hold back.
that's gonna hurt. Okay, that was another third of his health gone.
Thanks.
My turn.
So yes, I'm trying to cut back right here.
My
break.
Now I want this to be the finishing blow.
Damn you, Hikari. Damn! I spent so much time, sacrificed so much to get where I am. How is it you're still better than me?
I'm not, Ritsu. We're equals. Let's do this together. End this war. Build a new country.
You're still doing it. You're still pitying me. I spit on your pity, Hikari. The powerless will always be stepped on by the strong. You have to lift their boots off you with your own hands. You think your friends care about you? That's all lies. Strength is all that matters. I have to kill you. I have to reach the end of this path.
You're wrong. Join us as a friend and put all this behind you. Together, we'll cut Mugen down and end this war. This will be the last day that Ku sees red. Lower your sword, Ritsu. There needn't be blood spilled between us. But if you fight, I won't hesitate to cut through you.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he should have one hit point.
May the sacred flame guide you, or something like that.
Mika, forgive me. Hikari, you always shone so brightly. A beacon to everyone around you. I know, because I followed you for so long. Damn it. Go on, Hikari. Change. Ku. Create a world where Mika can be happy.
Ritsu. I walked by your side for years. I would have walked by your side for many more. I'll make Ku a place you would be proud of. I promise.
So we're unable to examine the body or anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about healing up Hikari or anything.
There you are, brother. You did well to cut through my men. Your strength belies your sullied birth.
Mugen. Your lust for power has caused too much pain. No more.
Absurd. Your corpse shall rot along with the rest of them. Be honored that your death will feed the glory of Clan Ku.
I think not. I was weak before. I couldn't protect those close to me. But it will be me who strikes you down and brings an end to this misery you've sown.
Hikari, the shame of Clan Ku. Your low-born blood will be honored with a place on my blade.
I will not let rage compel my sword. I do not take vengeance for the deaths of my father and mother. No. Today, I fight for my friends.
sentimental fool.
Cleaning time. Afraid of the dark.
Okay.
My prey awaits.
So right now I'm just fishing for weaknesses.
Thunderbirdie! Sorry!
Where was I? Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
Now it begins.
And then we're going to do the six-fold strike to reveal the weapon.
You're in for it, you. I've got
Do!
Here I come.
Yeah. I don't think that went the way he was expecting it to. Although he did stop Oshette from getting a BP there, didn't he? So, we're gonna go on the hunt here.
Axe of the lion heart. Time to strike.
There! My turn.
Jeez.
You're too kind.
Oh dear.
I'm actually gonna just do a light spell.
Holy light, illuminate the darkness.
What to
Now
do?
what sucks here is I don't have
Over. Sorry, but I will
my
go
latent.
back. Thanks.
But just keep in mind this is not the final boss of the chapter.
My turn. I'll end this. Axe of the lion heart.
60,000 damage.
Right.
Act took go.
Akala.
I mean,
Oh dear. Repent!
and the finale.
Weakling, a child could best you.
This isn't over. My allies give me strength.
Strength is to exert your will upon others, to make them bend to it or break. What do you know of strength? To see your enemy bleed, to make them know their place as your blade runs them through. Today, you will know yours, brother.
Today, I fight for my friends.
Jerk.
You're powerless!
Here I come.
And the finisher.
There's no need for flattery. It'll rust my sword.
Hey, another pomegranate.
Good. Why?
It's over, Mugen.
I won't lose to one of such low birth. Clan Ku is proud, and was made great by its forebears who crushed their foes to dust. But our father tarnished himself with the company of a commoner. That wretched woman corrupted him. Her compassion infected him, and the light of her bloodline lives on through you. Her clan had once, long ago, attempted to save the world. To deliver it from the shadow.
The shadow.
Compassion cannot build greatness. It was strength that led Clan Ku to glory, and strength alone. And so I took it upon myself to eradicate that bloodline from the world. But you survived, and not even I could find a way around Father's protection. Now I'll snuff out the light you bear. There is none worthy to be my foe. None!
Do it, Hikari.
What? It speaks to you.
Hikari, take his head. Show him that your bloodline is the only one worthy to rule. The strong prevail, and the weak are struck from the pages of history. Such is the nature of the world, right? Go away. You're not wanted here. Come now, Hikari. It's time we decide which of us is worthy to carry on. Which of us is worthy to bear our name? No. Today... Today, I end this accursed blood feud.
I am now looking forward to this. The time has finally come. So you can see 10 stars, or we're going to call those arrow marks.
Raise your weapon. Come now, Hikari. It's time we decide which of us is worthy to carry on. I will swallow you whole, Hikari. Now you learn the foolishness of your ideals. I admit I lived in fear of you. In fear of what your existence meant. I was weak. So you admit. You're breaking my heart, Hikari. Allow me to relieve you of your burden. Give me your body, mind, and soul! Prepare yourself. You're in for it, I've got it.
So I don't think I have a way to hit that last element. Now without a soul stone or something. So that means I can't really get as much mileage out of it on the hunt. Guess we'll just fall back to this.
My blade saves. Soul Now it begins.
Where's the rest of it, bro? So I want over 5,000 hit points. Gimme.
Hienka. Prepare yourself. Not this time. Now it begins. It's over. Prepare. I'll end this. I'm sorry. You fight dirty. It's pointless to resist, Hikari. Today, you become me.
The eagle puts his trust in you, Hikari. This future you've envisioned. It's worth wagering my life on.
Kazan.
I was afraid, but no longer. I won't leave your side again. You gave me that courage, Hikari.
Right, May.
Hikari, change Ku. Rebuild it with your own hands.
Ritsu. That's impossible. By this wealth? I was weak before, but I'm not alone. I won't cower in fear anymore. Not from you. Some fun. Now it begins.
So it just did this regardless, just as a finisher perhaps. But it's only fitting.
Allow me. Don't forget, Hikari. I'll always be watching over your shoulder. Waiting. Farewell, imposter.
So I believe the Shadow Self is actually Oboro, the Nemesis. Mugen doesn't fit in Octopath, of course.
You will never win.
You conquered it. You, the shame of our bloodline. How?
I will do anything to see you brought low, Mugen. Anything. Now let us end this.
Silence, you fool. You proud, arrogant fool! I have not been defeated yet. The Dark Blood Blade shall give me power. The power to crush my foes, to enshroud the world in darkness. Behold my strength and kneel!
No! You're not Mugen.
Quench the flames. Call out to the night.
He's been consumed entirely. Even so, I will allow you no quarter. One way or the other, we fight for the final time, brother.
Quench the flames. Call out to the night.
Ready? Afraid of the dark.
And the flame, of course, being the stuff that Temnos deals with.
Flame.
Here we go! Thunderbirdy, start!
Out to the night.
Oh, it's one of these. These suck so much.
You're in for it now. I've got you.
Light or wind?
Where was I? Holding on.
It's actually wind, I was buying light.
What to do?
Here we go!
It went a day without me being able to do anything, so I don't have any buffs.
Go on then!
Yeah, it's not gonna do it for Temnos,
Oh
sadly.
dear.
You won't.
Out to the night.
My turn. Not this time.
Flame.
Throne,
Okay, which way do we want to do this? That's the question right now. So I can do this to guarantee the break, which will give me the attack buff, which I can cut loose with next turn.
Let's go. Go on then.
Now everyone gets the buff.
Very well.
Tempnos is about to lose
I
his,
won't back down.
so we're gonna do the barrage. Okay, I can. I'm better off actually doing the armor corrosive here.
You're open.
Let's go. I'm starving! That's my quote!
He might have just died.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
Thanks.
I was thinking about using her latent to do a HP
well.
thief, but it's not needed. In all seriousness, I don't even know if there's a reason for me to heal here.
Prepare yourself. I'll end this.
I think this actually does more damage than his latent, to be honest with you.
Axe of the Lion Heart. Good. There's no need for flattery. It'll rust my soul.
I was about to say that should be overkill. 100,000 right there. Bow of Carnage. And that is the final boss of the chapter.
Mugen. It's been so long. I forgot your face. You've aged under that armor. Become a corpse yourself. The curse of our clan took everything from you.
Prince Hikari.
Kazan.
Is it finished?
It is.
Well done, my prince. Now, everyone's waiting. We need someone to lead the cheer to our victory.
Of course. My friends, Mugen is defeated. Lower your weapons. The war is over. Today, we cheer for victory!
Aye, Your Highness. We won, my brothers!
Yeah. Yeah!
What are you dawdling for? Hurry!
We've been invited.
Let's go! It's not every day you get to see a king be crowned.
Are you ready, Your Majesty?
This crown is even heavier than it looks, Benkei.
It's been passed down through generations. That's the weight of our nation's history on your shoulders. Now, the people are waiting.
Then let us greet them.
The crown suits you better than I could have imagined. Let's raise a glass to the new king.
We've arrived at this day thanks to your eagle eye, Kazan.
The only liquor sweeter than victory is peace. At last, we can finally share that drink. Eh, my king?
At last.
You were right from the beginning, Hikari. Now I can walk with my head held high, because I did not shy away from my destiny.
I never lost faith in you, Raimei.
And you'll never have reason to. You have steadfast friends in Clan Mei.
Likewise.
King Hikari!
Your Majesty!
The crown is heavy indeed. Perhaps too heavy. People of Ku, today I become your king. But I stand before you as a friend.
What's he doing? Where'd that crown go?
Never change, Hikari.
Ku has been a nation trapped in a cycle of bloodshed. Our history is stained crimson. We stand upon countless sacrifices, countless victims. No longer, never again will we pay for prosperity with blood. The territories we have conquered, the clans we have subjugated. Today, I set them free. Today, I crush the yoke of Ku's tyranny forever. And today, we set foot into a future where we are not bound by birth, wealth, or status, but joined in fellowship and love. Even so, we mustn't forget those who came before. The blood that was shed, the friends who were lost. They have guided us here, and together we shall all build a better home.
And at last, Ku's eternal war was brought to an end. From that day forward, Ku extended only open arms to its neighbors. Together, they pledged that the light of peace would shine forevermore. Never again would the fires of war rage across these lands.
Ritsu.
Lord Hikari.
Mika, I'm here to offer my apologies. Ritsu and I were unable to walk side by side.
War is something I've learned to live with. My brother... I know he killed a lot of people. but I don't understand why. Why did we have to fight for so long? Lord Hikari, do you remember that day we all looked up at the sky together?
I do.
It's different now. Look. There's not a cloud in sight.
Okay, another cross path is unlocked. So to show you the new skill, unleash a sword attack on all foes, then a powerful sword attack on a single foe. Basically, it's a move that will never have a place. Like, the whole mixing of AoE and nuke is not actually good. In all seriousness, like, aggressive slash would be better if you need to swing multiple times, or if you need to nuke something, just go Brand's Blade, or even one of the Arms Master skills. That's actually kind of interesting. And before I forget, let's actually do the journal thing, because I need to go record that one for, what's-her-face. So, dry land. In case you're wondering, by the way, a lot of stuff has just unlocked. Phew. Hero Shet, have some water. Thanks, Hikari. That put some pep in my step. How do people find food in such a desolate place? Well, we have to use our wits to survive. We know how to make the most of the limited resources nature affords us. That's amazing. Looks like I have a thing or two to teach the others back home. Still, many live hard lives. Their meager possessions are stolen in the crush of war. Would that we could live freely, without the threat of violence. Why do people steal from each other? We beastlings never lay a hand on another's possession. We could all learn much from you. I hate Oshet so much, man. Kazan the Tactician. Kazan has quite the interesting mind. Indeed, I've known him for years, and still he surprises me regularly. I still remember the day when he looks the king straight in the eye and said, "Shall we begin digging for salt?" The king was taken aback at the sudden proposal. However, it just so happened that the plight of the poor was weighing heavily on his mind. Kazan had gleaned that all from his observations of the king and his country. Quite impressive. Not long after that, Ku began mining salt. Are you saying that the eagle of Ku's eyes can peer into the future? Sometimes it seems that way. I find that the most brilliant of us are often the oddest as well. The shackles of common sense aren't there to chain down their surpassing wisdom. Interesting, I take you speak from experience. No, of course not, none the least. Calm your nerves. The final battle draws near. That it does. Let me teach you a little trick to calm your nerves. Don't expect too much of yourself. Meaning, trying to do more than you're capable of will make you nervous. And when you're nervous, you're not as strong as you could be. You need to focus on the skills you built up, the skills you can trust. Only then can you face hardship with a clear head. I see. Thank you for the sage advice, Throne. We will emerge from this fight victorious, I promise. The Shattered Gates. Using a sandstorm to run the castle gates loose, a bold stratagem if I ever heard one. Kazan is truly an opponent to be feared. That he is. This isn't the first time I've been saved by one of his wild plans. Wild indeed, with no sandstorm we would have been dead in the sands. A plan requires thorough understanding of terrain, enemy numbers, and their movements. I would very much like to discuss the art of strategy with him. If we come out of this alive, then I'll make introductions. Well then, it's time for me to pull my weight. Fight by my side, my friend. Very well. The bells toll. It worked. Everyone rose up. I knew I could count on them. The ringing of the bells washed over the desert, and your allies knew that you would be behind them. We'll win this fight no matter what. We will. The bell of dawn signals the start of battle. Let this be the last one. Let this struggle mark the end of war. And finally, a new king. So is Particio going to propose he outlaws poverty? Looks like you're king at last. I couldn't have done it without my friends. I wouldn't have been able to achieve anything alone. You're too modest. I reckon no one's a better friend to have than you. Everyone around you can be defined by one feature. They're always smiling. There's bright days ahead for Ku, that's for certain. It'll be a jewel of the desert, I guarantee it. Thank you, Particio. Today, the future begins. Okay, so yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I don't know about you guys. The whole Earthbound ending has been done to death, and they need to revitalize it some way. What we saw here just doesn't cut it. What's worse is there was no character development for Hikari. There was no... like, they need to do more about the whole light versus dark thing. Or delve into the bloodline thing some more. Have him be tempted to use it against Mugen or something like that. There were so many ways to go about this, and they didn't do any of them. That's kind of astounding when you really think about it. It could have been something that was crippling him, something that was ramping up as he was going, giving him strength, just amplifying the pain he felt, and then ultimately he had to choose to cut it loose. It could have been forcing, like, he could have killed Ritsu on accident due to it, and then he realized it had to go, but instead he just kills Ritsu, steps over the body, and continues business as usual. So, it's not Oshette bad, but this is definitely one of the crappier tales in my opinion. It's probably on the lower of the middle side. We have to write down a list, try to figure out, like, what from best to worst. And in case you're wondering, I saved Temno's last because people said his was actually the good one. People are saying good things about Hikari's too, but after experiencing this, now I'm a little bit worried about what we're going to see with Temno's. So before we actually wrap up this video, one thing I can do, I'm going to pull up the side quest list. Let's see, side story. I'm going to type in Hikari to see what unlocks when you beat his story. Okay, the tournament thing we already did, that was just chapter 2. So by beating Hikari's story, you can now do the Tower of Trials here to get the Conjurer job. Huh. There's something involving horses here in Ku. I don't know if I have everything to get the Staff of Carnage, and that reminds me I have to look at the Bow of Carnage we picked up. There's a fight you can do here to get a shield and spear. Okay, so we need to go to Cropdale. Wrong button. Huh. Speed's tempting. That might be good for Barticio or Oswald. I have 43 of these elixirs. 25 pomegranates, which I'm probably going to need. These, I'll never be able to use all of them. So let's hop over to Cropdale, and you'll actually see the other half of this when we go looting in Ku, which will be the next video. I need daylight. I have a bit of a problem. Okay, let's see if I have the jerky I need to recruit Paula. Oh, I have to trigger the scene first, that's why I can't do it. Oh, so yeah, we won't be doing that here. That one you have to beat both Agnia and Hikari to get. So yeah, we'll actually be doing his stuff in the next video. Well, sorry to raise your expectations, folks. And then after we do Temenos's, we'll do the side stories and then the super boss. So I'll see you guys there. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching and goodbye.